And we're back again live where you are going to chill with me. Let's keep each other's company on this Saturday night live. Diba? And you're watching Icy Fit live stream on BFF. And of course, let's congratulate my BFF for another milestone of one of her kids. Ayan. So please do congratulate him in the live chat. Ayan. And if you're watching this on replay, in the comments down below, if you could, ayan, please do congratulate my BFF and his kid for graduating. Diba? Ayan. For more information, please do check out my BFF's YouTube channel. Ayan. Felipe, Admin, Shirley, and Mike. Thank you. And for guys, if you do want to come out, it's a live call-in. And please feel free to talk with me. But at the same time, I want you to learn to agree and disagree. Don't take anything personally. If you have trigger points, if you feel like you're being attacked, this is the time where you can learn that in this live stream, even though we're saying negative stuff, please do remember that we are not attacking you. We're just telling the truth. And sometimes truth can hurt. Diba? Ang galing ko. Danto sa sarili ko. Rian, congrats from Admin. And Samantha, welcome back. Indeed, welcome back to moi. Diba? And thank you, Admin, for that. So there are multiple things that I kind of wanted to talk about. And one of them is if you're a YouTuber and if you're a viewer, you kind of like probably understand it in different perspective. But this is something that I kind of wanted to share awareness with everyone. So maybe this is not probably even like a strange thing for people or for you guys, but at least for me, at least I know this actually do happen, because sometimes as a YouTuber we do use music, for background or for something to kind of like, music is one of the things that make you feel something if you're not if you don't feel anything at all. Elma Tihada! I do remember you, Elma. Hi, Icy. Mega love shout out and mega love shout out to you, Elma. I do like that name, Tejada. Are you part Mexican or Latin? Diba? We do have a lot of those in the Philippines, by the way. And also, so as I was saying earlier, ayan, biglang nawala. Ikaw kasi Elma dumaan kagandang babae, ayan tuloy, na-distract ang iyong lola. Diba? Ayan. Welcome back. Thank you for the Discord. Yes, guys, please do. If you are a member, it's in the perks. And if you're not a member, also I give a community hall for everyone who wants to kind of like send me or like kind of like have a fitness journey or life journey buddy in this community. So please do check out my Discord. And if there's anything that you can't understand, that makes the two of us, guys, because I'm still learning how to work with Discord. I am Matt. Mega love shout out. Tita Rian. Aba, nakitita ka mata. Sorry. Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry, guys, if you are, good looking. That's a privilege according to some people. Pretty privilege is real, and I do believe that it does. So if you have it, as I've said, flaunt it, because you're not gonna get younger every day. Tatanda tayong lahat, mawawala yan, saka mo ilalabas pag wala ka na makita. I'm just hoping you're able to fix it so people can see the channel history, because I can't. Well, it's new. There's really nothing in there, Hayden. So don't worry, because there's nothing in there. It's pretty new. It might not be new if you can see it, but it's kind of like active right now, because I'm not good in social media, because that's just who I am. BFF and Admin, mwah! Diba? Oo nga, napadaan dito kay Icy. Namimiss ko siya. Wow. Ikaw talaga. Oh. Nakilig tuloy ako doon. May kinilig ka ganun. Ganda kasi ni Icy, kaya nami-miss mo talaga. Oh, ikaw naman talaga. Kaya ikaw mati, hindi ko alam kung ano ba eh. Babae ba o lalaki? O, diba? But thank you guys. I do love compliments and I've always say this guys. If you have people around you, even if it's just their shoe, if it's anything that you like about a person, it doesn't take a penny. It doesn't take anything to just say to someone that you like their shoe, you like their bag, or they look good, they look whatever those things are. It does help. You know, it does help with people, especially you don't know the people sitting next to you is having like problems or being down. Good compliment can go a long way. So don't get wag niyong ipagdamot, 'di ba? Wag niyong ipagdamot yung mga ganung bagay na libre lang naman. Ganon, katulad ng saging, libre na nga lang, binabaklas pa. Di ba, mga hugot ng YouTuber. But, saying with YouTube, so for a lot of you guys, we do use like music in our, videos. We love doing that. And from time to time, there's this thing called CPR in Tagalog. Diba? I like the way you talk. Good. Because if you don't, you would be irritated at the whole live stream. Diba? And because I like you too, Elma. Diba? Ayan. I'll give you my thong. Diba? Biglang ganun eh. Anyways, so, I guess, I don't know how long has this been because I've just kind of like watched this in, if you know, Charlie, known as Penguin. So I just heard it from him that there's actually a YouTuber that is being in jail right now. I think he was, how do you call that in English? Kumaga nakasuhan na siya. Nakasuhan na. And I think he's gonna get 5 years of doing fake copywriting YouTubers on this platform. You get what I'm saying, guys? Tagalogin ko ba? Naguguluhan din ako sa explanation ko. Ayan. Riggs! I make a love shout out to you. How you doing, Riggs? Kumusta? Kumusta naman dyan sa iyong lugar? Diba? Ayan. Guys, please do say hi with Riggs, with Elma. Welcome them in the community. Talk to them. Interact with them. Ask them questions if you want. But remember, keep your privacy private. Protect your privacy. Ayun pala yun. Ayan, and of course, again, to gandang I love me, madam. Mwah. Ayan, thank you. Wait, I know Penguinzo. When you were talking about jail, I was thinking, she mean, I don't know if it's that word, but no, it's not that. So what I'm talking about is this channel or organization, it's a production, I guess, that they would copyright people from music or from anything that they can exploit. And he had this scam, because this is a scam, because the music isn't his, but he copyrighted because there's a loophole. I guess YouTube doesn't really check all of these copyright because how can they, right? You would assume with all the money they can. But, sometimes there are things that people exploit. And that's one of the things that I feel like this on YouTube, because you see a lot of creators who like to exploit people or situations based because of clout, money, views, subscribers, and all of those things, and it's a very toxic kind of world. So if you're a YouTuber, if you're also a viewer, there's two things. If you're a YouTuber, please make sure to be aware of the toxicity around you, because what you keep, the people that you surround yourself in this journey can actually ruin you, and again, as a viewer at the same time, if you're doing this, make sure to be aware of people you follow or people that would let you or you would let them influence your life, because sometimes there's a lot of communities and movement in this platform that just because there's one thing that they would say really good and you kind of like hold on to it, you would actually do what they would tell you. But the thing is, you don't have the same background, so those are the things. Be smart about it. Be smart on people you watch and you let influence you in a way. Ganon. Ayan. May nakita ko dito. Ay, langga! O, diba? I do see you. Do I speak too loud, guys? If I do, please, sorry, guys. Ayan. Kasi naman, nakikita ko yung mga mga I know people. O, diba? I'm so excited to see you guys. Emily Enriquez. O, diba? Langga. Thank you for remembering me this Saturday night. I appreciate that. YouTube really need to have evidence that this is their work if they claim it. YouTube have a lot to answer for being so carefree. I understand. And also, can I pop up on the panel? Yes. And of course, Mike as well. If you have time, you can come up here. And I'll do it. Anyone. If you are like shy to say it in English, I'll translate for you if you're shy. But also, don't think about, if you're Filipino, don't think of this community like, we'll judge you how you speak. Or if your English is not that good, we're not gonna judge you. And if you've been judged, just laugh about it. Like, my English is wrong most of the time. Like, I'll use phrases that shouldn't be in there. But whatever, it's practice. Practice makes it perfect. And of course, nandito na si Sisi Koy. Thank you, Sisi Koy. I know you're busy, but I love seeing your name in the chat. Diba? Tita Emily and Josa, mega shout out. And of course, please welcome, ayan, Arkido at the house. I don't know what I'm talking about, but welcome. Please welcome back. Nabubulol ako ngayon, guys. Buyoy ako. I'm buyoy today. But grabe yung clip. Wait, ayan, takpan na lang kaya. O ayan, gusto mo takpan ko na lang. Huwag mo pansinin. Pag masyado yung pinapansin, itatago ko yan. Ayan. Look, but don't point it out, guys. Because when you point it out, I get shy. Kahit konti, even a little bit, I do still have embarrassing habits. Oh, ayan, please welcome Hayden, ayan, known as our Thomas, ayan, who loves Thomas. How do you do this? Hold on, Hayden. I'm confused.
Hey.
Hello, do you hear me, Hayden?
Yeah, but
Hold
I
on.
can hear my echo.
Hold on, I have to check something. Okay, good.
Yeah, it's good.
Good?
It's good.
Okay. So is that One Piece, the one on your app store?
Yep, that's Shanks.
Oh, One Piece. Josa is in the house just listening langga, work mode pa. Agoy, anong oras na dyan? Alas 10 na dyan, langga. Oh, is Emily Enriquez? Are you in the Philippines? Ayan. So how are you, Hayden? How are you doing?
Yeah, I've been good. Yeah.
So anyways, I was talking about this, the copyright thing. And I've noticed this before. And I don't know if you notice it on your channel as well. But I've noticed before when I'm using certain music, because I make sure all my music that is presented, except when I react on a music video, it's usually, hold on, guys. Is it something wrong in my stream? It's all good, guys. Is it all good? It's all good. Anyways, so as I was saying, so I observed that there are people who would copyright my music that I know for a fact that is copyright free, royalty free, and all of these things, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I would go to the person who would copyright me and look what do they have. And one of them felt so fishy about, and now knowing what Penguins was saying, and this guy is very much guilty. He is actually going to jail for 5 years, I think. So that is happening. So you should be very, very careful of who are the people who copyrighted you and if they really, have the rights on that. Because sometimes this person actually had 23 million for, I don't know how long have they been doing this, but they had 23 million just based on those people that they've copyrighted on YouTube. So how
Wow.
about you, Hayden? Are
Well,
you aware of those things?
well, I really don't know what to say, but it just sounds so messed up. Like, why do people have to fall strike? Like, that's what I don't like about YouTube.
Yes. And there's a lot of loopholes too. Like there's a lot of creators out there. They would copyright you just because you bash them. Or like for me who do commentary and react, if they find you are kind of like just telling the truth because they're doing, bad stuff, then they would copyright you. They false copyright you for that. So just be careful on things you do, especially if you're a small YouTuber, because small YouTuber are usually more vulnerable on this type of things.
Yeah.
So how about you, Hayden? I wonder, because you seem to be like super social media active. What are
Yeah.
the things that you find toxic around it in your
Well,
perspective?
like, there's, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but there's like assholes on the internet who just like to like
Yeah.
bully people for no reason. That's why I find it toxic.
Who's grounded, Hayden? Is it me or you? Do you
Wait,
hear that, guys? Or is it just
grounded.
me?
What do you mean
Yeah,
grounded?
there's something like, how do you
Oh,
call that?
hmm.
Static. Is that how you call it in English? Static sound. Do you hear it?
Hold
Is
on, stay
it
quiet.
mine?
Let me stay quiet. Let me hear it.
Oh,
I'm hearing like
yes, I
nothing.
hear. Crackling. Choppy. So you say something first, anything at all, Hayden, and then I'll mute, and then I'll do the same thing just to figure out which is it from, because it might be mine.
Okay.
So you start first, Hayden.
Thomas the Tank Engine is better.
Okay. I'm Icy Fit, and you're watching. So which one is it, guys? Okay, you go ahead, Hayden.
I swear. Yeah. I bet it's from us. Bruh, y'all voting my ass, bruh. I can't help it. I don't got a good microphone. I only use the headphone one.
Oh, it's probably the headphone because usually headset would do that, like the static part because of the cord and stuff like that. But
But
I
I
think
also have an air
yours
conditioner
is
on.
better. Oh, yes, it is better now, Hayden. I don't know if you move somewhere. Maybe it's the air or like the sound because I use Nvidia Share, which basically block the sound of aircon or like something amiss. But yeah. So, anyways, the toxicity. What is like the worst kind of like media or cyber bully if there is? I don't know. I feel cyber
Bruh.
bully is just
I'm gonna be honest. The worst part about cyberbullying is when they tell you to kill yourself. It's like it's like really
ah
fucked up.
yes. Especially and that's the reason I feel like as parents Daniel Kerhunen, ayan, welcome back. Hi, IC admin Felipe, welcome back. I'll pop up, yes, sure. Here you go, Felipe. Ayan. So it's actually like, when I hear cyberbullying the first time, because I feel like, as a kid, never really, well, I did get bullied because I'm half. but I never really pay attention on it. I just don't really give any tons of shit. Like, cause what I feel is like, if a person is bullying you and they think you're vulnerable, they'll just bully you, and it's more on them. They're
But
pussies, kind of thing.
listen, the best part about bullying is that bullying, because when the cyberbully is bullying you, you can just bully them back. That's like the best part. It's just when you
But
bully
I
them
think
back.
it's just really is like, like it's almost like, at least back in the day, it's like personal. Like you get to interact with the person, like you see their body language, you see what they're fighting for, or whatever in that sort. In cyberbullying, is like these are all people who probably would say things like this, but not on your face. So for me,
Well,
I don't think they have value in my life. So if they say something bad on the internet, it's like, okay, good job, whatever. Or like as you've said, you'll just say something back.
yeah. Well, I hear that bullying is mostly because the bully is going under stress, but I'm not really sure.
That's one thing. No, and the thing is, I feel this is just for me, because I always pride myself that I could be a bully, and I'm told I'm a bully, but in a sense where I don't pick people that are already vulnerable. I bully people that are bully to the vulnerable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have that. I think in guys they call it white knight. I guess for me it's different because I'm a girl. I don't know how you call it, but I do that. Because I feel very bad for people who are already vulnerable, and you're gonna pick on them. That's weird for me. It's like pick on your own kind of thing. But yeah. So how are you dealing with these things? Like as you've said, the worst one for you is, like K yourself. We're just gonna filter some words, guys. But so
Well,
does that hold any value that it's hurting
well,
you?
well. It really wouldn't hurt me because you could just say to them, they tell you, "Oh, bro, you gotta kill yourself." Just say you first. It's like a comeback my mom taught me.
Yeah, but the thing is, this is kind of like weird for me, and that's the reason I don't, at least in my kind of like, I'm aware of, my kids aren't in any type of social media. And of course, Ayan, tonight we're very privileged to be Ayan, the first time in the live stream, which I've been wanting to do for a long, long time because I want to pick his brain if I do say that correctly. Please welcome and meet, of course, everyday part of life, as known as Mike. There.
G'day, Ice. Hey, Gal, thanks
Eh,
for having me. Don't pick too hard. It's only a little brain up here. But
Yeah.
good to be here. Good to be here. Thanks for having me. How you going, Aiden? Everyone in the chat. I tell
Yeah.
you what,
So
it's not too
Hayden,
bad.
meet Hayden, meet Mike. Oh, there's two.
How you going?
And
eh,
live chat, live chat, meet on cam, Mike. And thank you for showing us your beautiful face, Mike. You should flaunt it. Yeah, still have it. So flaunt it. There you go.
Thank you very much.
Maybe Hayden.
Hi,
Well,
Aiden.
eh,
Hey,
yes,
Shorty.
we're gonna have to wait for how many years more, Hayden?
Wait for
Is
what?
it like 18 till you become 18? How many more years is that?
Well, so 14. I think
Who's counting?
6 years. I think.
6. There you go.
There
So,
you go.
guys, we're gonna have like a behave but wonderful topic today. So, how about you, Mike? Is there, since we're talking about toxicity already, like, you got in the wrong, your wrong timing. What's the most toxic experience you've ever had in social media or in YouTube, if you want to be specific?
Well, there is plenty out there, isn't there? I mean, I haven't copped too much, but just going back to that music thing, um, with my channel, I actually use Epidemic Sound now, so I pay for that subscription. So luckily, I don't get copyrights there. But I've known someone who's actually, I don't know, made their own music and get copyrighted on it. People claiming it, and that's what I was saying before. YouTube are just too carefree. They need to, they need evidence of someone who's saying about it's their music. They need to give evidence, and they got to do more about it. I think YouTube they need a help center where the creators can go to and actually talk to them, because sometimes it's really, really difficult. Really difficult. But yeah, I mean, the toxicity, people, they're out there, and you know what? When you're not used to it, or it first starts to happen, it does affect you a little bit, and that's something that over time you've got to get used to, and understand. Some of these people have actually got their. It's more about them than you. They've got the issue, not you. So. There's definitely going around, and I know there's a person at the moment that goes around to a lot of streams, and thankfully a lot of the creators are blocking this person. That they'll get on there, and they'll try and talk okay to the people in the chat, or the people on the panel, and if someone says something wrong, then this person has a real crack at them. He goes as far as he threatens people, and he just wants too much information. So definitely not good. So,
Yes,
but
and that's one of the reason that I feel like you really have to protect your privacy. But at the same time, I really see a lot and observe a lot that a lot of creators don't do that. They'll exploit even their own family in expense of clout, views, subscribers, and money.
yeah,
So for you, Mike, have you ever kind of like questioned the things you do on YouTube? The same goes the question for you. I don't know if it's that's too deep, Hayden, but I'm pretty sure you've been in this platform probably more than me, Hayden. So for you in your face, like in your age, what kind of advices you can give to your fellow kids that is starting YouTube? But we'll start with you, Hayden. So what are the things that you kind of wanted to share and advise people on your own age when they start YouTube? He's editing.
he's editing.
He's editing. He's right. He's like that. I like Hayden. So
Yeah.
how about you, Mike? Oh, okay. He's back.
He's
Hayden,
back.
where did you go? Did you hear my question?
No, but my mom wanted me to take a picture of the cat, and it was the cutest moment ever.
Ooh. Aw, that's cute. So the question again, Hayden, for you. In your age, right? What kind of
Yeah.
advices or things that you kind of learn in this platform that you wanted to share with people in the same age as you are when they're going to start YouTube?
Well, I'm not really a good guy to get advice from because I'm not really an advice guy, but I would say you should think of what you want to make a video of. Like, for example, if you're thinking, oh, maybe I should make a video about this, like, for example, oh, maybe I should make a video of this Thomas brother, then do it if you want to. Or, like, but if you get mean comments, just, there's a block option, I think. Oh, yeah, there's the hide person from channel. You just do that. And yeah, that's basically it for me, I think.
You know how simple it is, Mike? Have you noticed that? That's why I love talking to this kid because
Mm.
it's so simple, and yet for us adult, it seems like you'll have to
I
screen
know.
the camera, like to understand this. It's like this
I
kid
know he's
understands
got a
it.
wise head. He's got a wise head. He's very wise young
So
man.
before
16.
I go to you, Mike, there's one special person. Talkie decides, and of course the forger. Welcome back. Mega love shout out to you. Kilay. Ayan, welcome, welcome. So with you, Mike, the question. Do you remember the question? I talked too
Maybe
much.
say it again. You can say it again.
Yeah.
That's all right.
No, no. But the thing is, with all the toxicity, right? And I think we've kind of like glanced on this question a little bit earlier, but there are certain things on YouTube that I feel it's just really toxic. And for you, like getting into this platform, what are the things that you didn't expect that you finally kind of like realize, ooh, this is happening? And how do you deal with these things?
I don't look. First, I didn't really expect to get into communities and so forth because I used to just watch YouTube originally. I mean, I only started watching YouTube probably 3 years ago, and that was because I traveled to Thailand and I wanted to watch vloggers over there do Thailand. So I used to watch that, and then I was just thinking one day about, that I could probably do that, just make some videos and put them up, even if it was a place to store videos and share it with people. And then, of course, it got to just showing bits and pieces of Melbourne and all that type of stuff. But I never really got expected to sort of get into communities. I just thought, you just do whatever you wanted to do, make whatever you wanted to make, put them up, and that was it. But then, you get into communities, and as Hayden says, it depends on what you want to do in YouTube. You can either just do what we do, we just make whatever we want, and you can mix it up, or you can get into a specific niche and just go along that line. But yeah, I mean, with the communities, as you said, the toxicity of some communities, they all start out quite well, and you know what, most of the people really are really good there. But for me, whether it's YouTube or in real life, it's the character of the person. I like to, even when I'm watching live streams, I like to see how people chat with each other, how they relate to someone, like even with us on the panel, to people in the chat, to other members. I like to see that good character of being kind to other people, like we like to be kind to other people, and all those remarks, like people, you can certainly start and see, if you watch long enough, certain people, if they're, if they'll talk behind other people's backs, or they make snide remarks about other people. These are things you've all got to sort of watch out for. And I mean, I'm only ever interested in having good people around me, good friends. Even people I might talk to, outside of online here or in YouTube. There's I can probably count. There's what, 3 or 4 people. That is it. That is it. And there's like maybe maybe three people that I fully trust, that I can talk to. So yeah, I would always protect yourself if you're a YouTuber. Like no YouTuber's going to go, or no one with sense will go out and just blurt out everything about their private life or anything on YouTube. And sometimes that may even come down to where you live. You might give a surrounding of where you live, but you never give like an address or a street address online, nor would you do that in any type of social media. But yeah, there are toxic people out there, and I think, yeah, as I said before, they're the ones that have got a big issue, and I really feel uneasy when I keep seeing people bash other people. I mean, just get a life, be kind to other people, and if you do that, your mindset, whether it's like out in the real world or here, it just changes and gives you a different perspective in life and a different outlook. But
Yes, and that's one of the things that I do really kind of like have a strong opinion about is that sometimes with conversations, and that's the thing that I'm really, really sometimes have a hard time
yeah,
communicating with a lot of people, is because I would come up with negative stuff to say. But how are you going to say something or describe something bad in a good positive way? It's like it's so hard. It's
well,
so hard.
constructive criticism is okay, but you can do that. But the one key I always say, and even in the workplace where I used to work, like I only finished up Friday, was you can say things and give constructive criticism to colleagues or people here, but don't make it personal. Never make personal attacks on someone, because you definitely wouldn't like that yourself. So
Yes.
I mean, with this other person that's sort of going around, everyone's blocking him. I wouldn't have him on my channel, but I would see him in other chats. But he had an absolute crack at me as well. And then in the end, one of the other people in the chat, what she said, just give kindness to that person, and it could turn the table and make them stop.
Yeah.
So I mean,
There's a there's
it sort of did,
there's a
but
famous quote in there, right? Like if it's a bad person, show them kindness and stuff like that. But sometimes growing up like this, and I want your opinion with this. I know you're having like, how do you call that? Anxiousness, Hayden. But when you have something to say, like just let us know. But one of the things that I feel that a lot of people is lacking is when you're with a friend, you're surrounding yourself with family, friends, people that you trust. When they're the ones telling you this criticism or these negative things, I hope you learn how to take it, even if it is a negative thought. I hope you should remember they're your family. And I'm not saying this to everyone because I also know for a fact there are bad mothers, bad fathers, bad family out there. But you have your own judgment. If you know this person is trustworthy and they've been with you for whatever struggles you have, even if they say something fuck or F up, filter my mouth, F up, you would probably at least learn how to change that negative, or like they're not attacking you. They're just telling you these things because they want you to be better. Once you change that mentality to that, then everything will be good. And the misunderstandings that a lot of people in a relationship, whether it could be a parent or loved ones, it's usually that when you say something negative, they always forget that you're saying this because it comes from a good intention. And that means to say, for me, when you're always taking it as a bad thing, then you have a problem that you probably need to sort out. If you have money, go to a therapist. If you don't have money, come to ICFit. Let's
that's
talk
it.
about it.
Exactly right.
Right?
Exactly right.
Yes, Ayan.
So what you're saying there is like with us, like at work, it's always good to get positive feedback, but it's also good to get the constructive, criticism, because that too sometimes can help you move forward and progress better, make things better. So, but yeah, as you said, with family and that, most of the time they're always on your side and they want what's best for you.
Yes.
Again with the you know, some of those toxic people out there, and you know, Hayden, I mean, you're only a young fella. You know, the people that mean nothing to you, their words are irrelevant. Their words are irrelevant. You know, so you've got to let whatever they say. If they say bad things about you, know, they mean nothing to you.
Yeah.
You know?
I just shake.
I think they and schools really should teach this to kids. You know, in the younger levels, because this happens like even at young schools and that. So it should be something on the agenda for there. I think how to handle this type of stuff.
Yeah.
And by the
just-
way, I'm pretty sure Hayden says this before, but he is, you know, like, did you say this before, Hayden?
About what?
The private chat?
Oh,
Or it's just
I
for us?
oh
We have
I
to-
don't
we have
think
to
I've
remind
said it
people.
before, but
Okay.
if
But
I
you don't
did
have to
say
say
it,
it.
but
That's
okay,
okay. That's okay.
okay.
Don't
No, I'll
say
say.
it.
Oh, what? Don't say what?
No, don't say it. Don't say it.
That's right.
I-
Yeah, because we're just talking about
But
the younger
yes,
age.
yes, the
That's
younger
fine.
age. But with Hayden, do you think that at your age, do you need more, or are you the type of person that when people criticize you or say something about your, like, right now your hobby and passion is editing, like, you should check out his Git. It's promising. He has imaginative, you know, creative kind of ways. But I always tell him, make it a little bit not too dark, just, you know, fun. So
That's
I
it.
would
That's
say that.
exactly right.
But for you, Hayden, so you were saying earlier, continue with what you're saying.
Oh, wait, what was I talking about earlier? I
You were
forgot.
saying about, yeah, English teaching and stuff like that at school.
Oh, honestly, don't remember talking about that, but I guess I'll talk about it. Well, there's more languages like English, yes, but the most Spanish, not Spanish. I'm getting my words. So the most language I kind of want to know is Japanese. Like I know some Japanese words.
Konnichiwa.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean
konnichiwa.
hello or hi.
You should start now, Hayden, because being young is really good to catch up with your language, because it's really good for your brain. And it's not just for young people, but as you age, if you have time to study or even just download the app Duolingo, do that, because you're going to thank me with
No.
your brain
No,
health,
bro.
things like
No, if I don't do my Japanese lessons, Duolingo was gonna come to my house and kill me. I'm
that.
just
Yeah.
kidding. He's not gonna do that. It's just an internet meme.
Yeah. Yeah, he's too much. And of course, to Tolkien Design and also to my admin, thank you for being a member for 14 months. We're 14 months right now, Kilay. And of course, to my admin, ayan, admin ko na, member pa for 21 months. Ayan, we've been together for 21 months, you guys. So thank you for all the, you know, extra mile you're giving me. I do really do appreciate that. So, your story, Mike, I'm very, because I've been in the community like that as well. And it's not just on YouTube, it's also, it could translate to real life, like in 3D,
Yeah.
you know, things like this. At what phase of your life, if you remember, if you
Gosh.
remember, because I do forget a lot of things, so I don't know how good your memory is. But in what phase, or is there any pivotal point that you want to share in public of how you kind of like change your mindset to, yeah, people who say bad stuff or things that actually make me insane is irrelevant. And from then on, you started to have this kind of mindset and it doesn't bother you. When was that
Geez,
happen? Or when did it happen?
that's a good question. It's a good question. You know, I'm not sure whether it actually changed. I think it probably always really been there. I never had really much issue, growing up with that type of stuff from like from memory, because I never worried about what other people were doing or this peer pressure stuff. I mean, as I say to my daughter, you got to be a leader in this world, not a follower. So what I mean by that is, Hayden, is like when you're at school, you're going through young years, etc. That's the most valuable thing. I can probably say to you, be a leader, not a follower. So that means make your decisions for you. Don't worry about if all your classmates are saying, "Oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do this." You have to do it, or else, there's none of that. So I think that's one really valuable point. If you can just be a leader of your own mind, I think that's really, really important. And just don't worry about what other people are doing. Yeah, the peer pressure is such a big thing, when you're a youngster, because you don't want to be seen to be like the wuss going, "Oh no, I don't want to do that. I can't do that." You got to be proud to make your decisions and stick by them, and don't worry about what the others are doing, because you know what's best for you. There's a lot of decisions people make, and they know inside it's not right for themselves. So you got to go by that. But sometimes, I mean, it was probably even I don't know, maybe I became a little bit more tender in life, maybe a little bit more tender.
Yes. Yes.
And
I do feel that the generation of these days are soft. Like they're soft. We
yeah,
don't have cyberbullying. I'm not that super old, but I don't think we have cyberbullying back in the day. It's hardcore. Like, meet me
yeah.
outside. Stuff like that is how you bully
Oh,
people. You know,
that's right. Back in the day, it was me behind the shoulder shed. You get it on and it'll be finished, and you wouldn't hear about it anymore. But I mean, the issues with the schools is it used to be like it was probably the popular 3 or 4 girls or boys in there, and then they'd have always, you see it on movies and that it happens a little bit like that. But yeah, I don't know, maybe I became a little bit more sensitive, probably when my sister passed away, which was probably, I don't know, about 28 years ago, I think. So, but I mean, I'm always been that one. I think I was brought up well. I think my parents always were sort of kind people, because they were like cottage parents, so they would look after young kids and that didn't have the good life. So I think it was always instilled in us to just be kind to people, and if they help
the
them if they needed help,
foundation.
or yeah, that's exactly right. And I don't know,
Oh,
if you
there's
if you
actually one. I have to cut you off, Mike, because
yep.
there's one in the live stream that was saying something really important. I feel like that I have to share. So, John Dio, thank you. Ayan, thank you for the raid. Ayan, Jean Plagata, welcome to IC Fit. Kumusta? Sa mga Tagalog dyan, pwede ka magsalita ng Tagalog. I'll translate it if you're having a hard time. Please don't be shy about it. And wag kayong mahiya. And just a random content. I can't relate about cyberbullying, but I experienced physical and verbal bullying. And these are the things that I feel kids nowadays don't really understand. But at the same time, I'm not dismissing that it's still happening as of right now as well. So I feel really bad about people that is in this kind of situation. And, I can't say any more sympathies about it. But just a random content, I did actually had a one-on-one with him. And if you want that, guys, it's all in Tagalog, but I'm pretty sure one of these days I'll be able to edit the Tagalog part of my one-on-one stream, just because I feel like their stories are needed to be out there for people who can relate and maybe adopt the things that they've done or dealt with and put it into their life as well. So yes, physical, verbal bullying. And now that we're talking kids, parenting, this is the question for you, Hayden. As a
Yeah.
kid, what kind of advice? Because kids usually have these side comments sometimes to their parents. You should have done this or done this. I just kind of like, like curiosity. What do you think should parents actually do
Wait,
with
do
their
what? Like,
kids at your, yes?
oh, well, if they learn that their kids are getting cyberbullied, then they should at least. I honestly don't know. I'm not an advice giver, but they should at least do something. So, like, I'm just saying they gotta do something.
Yes. And I feel like there's this thing about telling to your parents, right? Especially
Yeah,
if you're a boy. I
yeah, like
think
nervous.
that's way, yes, it's way
But
more heavier if you're a boy. And I think
bro,
your life is hard being a guy. So
parents,
I think
parent,
we have
listen to this joke.
we have
Parents
all
be
our
like,
things.
I want to tell this joke. Parents be like, we need to talk. Boys be like, oh shit, did they find out?
Yeah, yeah. Basically. So those are the things, especially as a mother, I feel like you boys, as much as you can when you're young, as mothers will always be your kind of enemy. Like you don't, because, and I'm not like, don't get me wrong, I'm not blaming you kids for being kids and for not listening to us women, but I feel it's just biological that guys or boys would listen to men, you know. But at the same time, I have problems with men lately because a lot of men are not real men. So be careful, guys. Be really, really careful. Any additional to that you can do, Aiden? Any additional to that thought
Wait,
or
wait, a thought? Wait, I don't really pay attention sometimes. I'm sorry. Like, a thought
yeah,
to what?
it's okay.
Sorry.
It's okay, Aiden. I just want to like check on you if you're fine, but don't
Oh yeah, I'm
take
fine.
it. No pressure. No pressure. Just stay there if you want, and just let us know if you have to go somewhere or feed your cat or something like that.
Okay.
So, according to just a random content, that was before, but now they can't do that to me anymore. As I said to you last year, I just laugh when someone bully me. And yes, I really do love just a random content. And his channel right now is based on community helping, like reach out. It's more of like a, how do you call that? Youth reach out program kind of type of thing, like,
Mm.
NGOs light. That's what they've been doing lately. So if you can, guys, check him out. Just a random content. Because when I look what or who am I as of now, than who they are nowadays. Oh, that's true. Do you have stories with that? Like you being belittled, and now those people that belittle you is way more peasant than you.
Yeah. Siggy, Siggy. Definitely, definitely.
There you go. Go ahead.
Go ahead. What was I
Tell
saying?
us a story. I thought you have a story.
But I was gonna say with that, I don't know whether it was that hard growing up being a boy. I don't know whether it was that hard, or maybe I don't know. Yeah, I don't think it was that. When I was a boy, I lived with my parents until I was about 13 or 14. I think I went and moved in with my grandmother. So that was by choice because I was going over to work when I was a little bit early, and I left school and all that type of thing. But as whether you're a girl or a boy and you're young, don't ever be afraid to talk to your parents about anything. I mean anything. Don't be afraid, because I know that it might have been like that. Like when I was young, you probably wouldn't. But as a parent, you want to know that your kids are okay, and if they've got problems or issues at school or fears they've got, you as a parent, you want them to come to you because you're the most important, you know, person in a parent's life is the children. So don't ever be afraid or embarrassed or shy to go to your parents and say this or this, no matter what it is, how small it is, how big it is, because your parents, most of the time, the good parents, they're always on your side and they always want the best for you. So don't ever be afraid of that. Don't ever be afraid of that. And with the, what was the other one? Just a random content. You can relate to.
Yes.
You can't relate to cyberbullying, but you can experience physical and verbal bullying. I tell you what. Sometimes I think that's actually worse. Experiencing physical and verbal bullying, because they're in your face. You're copying it all the time, and the pressure's just coming and coming. I'm not sure, but you must have done extremely well to handle that. At
I
least
know, and
cyberbullying.
that's
At least cyberbullying,
actually
you can block them all, or you can delete the account or whatever, and just
yes.
you know,
No, and that's the reason that I felt when I've heard cyberbullying was like, what? What now are the movements saying? Not that I'm dismissing this. Don't get me wrong, guys. Not that I'm dismissing it. I'm just saying, for people it's almost like the way I also share the word depression. It's been overused. It's like I feel very sorry for the real people that are actually going through this. Like there's something wrong, chemically wrong in their brain. And that's why
most
they,
definitely.
and you, for whatever reason, your boyfriend left you or you had no job and you're going to tell me you're depressed like this, people? It's like, oh my God. It's like, what is this? Like, what is this? It's like people have no balls anymore. It's like I just don't get it. And I get some people are weak and that's why you have to reach out. And I feel like if I could shout here, even though I
Yeah,
can't understand you, please do come here. If you have friends or family that you think just needed to vent it out, but at the same time, you have to understand when you rant, when you vent, when you say something, you still have the responsibility to choose your words because you're in public. Anything you say in public, there's always going to be someone out there who wants to just disagree with you just because he wants to. So those are the things that you have to think about as well.
that's exactly right. And some of these people, they just love it, and they just love having the fear installed in someone that they're doing it to. That's where they get their power, when the person they're bullying gives them the fear factor type of thing. But
And
yeah, I
I
don't know.
do
You obviously did
understand.
well.
No, I do understand that there are
Mm,
really people out there that just get frozen. Like they can't really understand
mm,
or they don't know how to deal with these things. And I really hope if you see some people being treated bad or don't be a Karen, but just something, make it balance. It's so like weird sometimes because in Japan, bullying is also a thing and it's sad to say that's one of my worst fear as a parent, your kid being
yeah,
bullied. Because I cannot handle if I just found out that my kids are being bullied. And that's why they're both boys. So I raise them as boys as much as I can with the help, of course, of my husband. But, it's not up to me sometimes. So the controversial kind of like unpopular opinion, I guess. I don't know because I'm using this phrase wrong. But for you, Hayden, if you want to pitch in, and for you, Mike, and of course to the people in the live stream, I want to know what you think as well. And just random content, if you want to come up, you can. And 100% true, welcome back. Where have you been? Ayan. But when it comes to these things, cyberbullying and stuff, is there any way that you think the nurture part and it has to be coming from a mother and father? How important it is for a child to have biological parents Or is it okay for you guys and you acknowledge that it doesn't have to be biological? It has just have to be coming from, like real care, real guidance. It doesn't matter where it come from. What are your perspective in that kind of nurturing part of a kid?
Look, I mean, I'm sure people see this differently, whether it's biological child or not. But if you take them on as your child, then they are your child, whether they're biological or not. You know, the love is still there. Everything is still there, except that they didn't physically have the child. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that's another tool that people or kids can do or others can do. Like that's not your real mum, that's not your real dad. But as I said before, words only mean anything for those that care about you, or you care about them. Other people, it doesn't matter. So they're biological or not biological. I don't think it matters. Families, family. You have some of your best friends. You have some of your best friends, and you say, "Ah, they're my family." So, what's the difference?
Exactly. No, because there's a lot of people that would always tell you, yes, of course, 100% true. Come up. I still have maybe 20 minutes. I'm over time, yes, but we have still 20 minutes. But for you, Hayden, how important for you as like an observation right now, if you're listening? Are you listening,
Well,
Hayden? Are you there, Hayden? All right. But
wait.
how
I can
important,
get.
how
Uh-huh. Yeah.
we have
Okay.
delay, guys. So sorry if you're listening this and we're kind of like cutting each other because I think we have delay. Um, how important for you as a kid to have a biological parent or just a mother and father figure that you could actually follow? How
I'm
important
gonna
it is for you?
I'm gonna be honest. I think biological parents are better than adoptive parents because one, your adoptive parents are not even your real parents, first of all, and two, I have a father, but sad thing is that he left my mom, so I don't have a father. I guess if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're gonna have a lot of fathers in this community. Hopefully, I'll try to filter every guy in this live stream to be a good image for a lot of people that are watching this stream. So if you're a POS, and if you know what I mean, don't be here because I'm really, really watching out for this community. I want this to be a good one. And if you think of me as someone like my word is my word, or like, like what I'm saying is the only right way, well, I don't think so. And I don't think a lot of people in this community think the same way. I think I'm pretty fair with everyone when it comes to different perspective and understanding and comprehending. I try to understand you guys, but sometimes if we disagree, don't take it personally because I'm not a pushover. I have my own thoughts, I have my own way of life, and you cannot tell me one thing just because that is good for you. Well, guess what? It's not good for me. So don't push it. Okay? That's what I'm saying. And of course, I miss this guy. Welcome back, Radi. Where are you at? Hold on, Radi. Why can't I see you? Hold on. Wait. What's happening?
Wow,
Hold
you
on,
just showed
Radi.
Shanks.
Hold on. I don't understand this sometimes. Okay. It's so weird. I've checked this earlier, but it didn't work. It's perfect. So there you go. Welcome, Rudy. How you doing? We can't hear you, Rad.
We can't hear her.
He's mute, I
Are
think.
you there?
You,
Oh, but
You're
he's there, so
muted.
he's kind of muted, I think.
Technical issue because it's been a long
Oh,
time.
that's fine.
Ayan. Yes. So, hold on, let me check what's happening. Ayan. Let's see this if I can do this. How about I do it here? Hold on. Now it's wrong. There's this new thing. Do you know this, Mike? Because you do live stream as well, right?
Yeah. I haven't had a setup like this though.
I know. I've just figured this out, but I think it's on the go. So sometimes I'm having hard time figuring out how to do this without, But I'm trying, guys. I'm trying.
That's it.
These are all free. These are not premium, guys. So don't expect too much high quality free for that yet. But yes. While we wait for ready, so reputation is important. If bullies can trash yours, then you can have a real problem.
Yeah.
Um,
It,
Felipe, can you elaborate that? Or Mike, can you elaborate it for us?
well, I think what Felipe is saying, if bullies are out there and they're saying this, that, and the other about you, then people out there in the community or on YouTube watching, they might actually start to believe that. I think the only people that may believe a little bit are people that don't know you. And of course, if you're in like your community, even like here, if someone just was to say something about Icy in another place, I mean, everyone would know that that's just false. And you would get to understand that this is just a bully. This is just a troll going around trying to disrupt things.
Okay. Yes, and the thing is, I think when people would bash you or trash you, and I've spent my whole life, Philippines and Japan, dealing with this. And whether you believe it or not, guys, for a 4'10" like me, I'm very, very short, you guys. For a person like me, I've always had fights, if you believe it or not, with guys. Not with girls, but with
Wow.
guys. It's because I feel like sometimes I'm so talkative and my thoughts are out there. I would tell you if you're full of crap. So I think sometimes there are guys that I rub the wrong way, and we know that some of this alpha supposedly that they want a certain woman that it should be like this. But guess what, guys? If you are not acting like a real man to me, you're not gonna have my respect. You have to show me you're a man if you want my respect. And I think that's just how it is for a lot of men, right? But it doesn't mean the mainstream men. I'm telling, your words meant something. That's why I think, when you talk, Mike, I've told you this before. Like, I like how you talk. It's very calm.
Hmm.
That's one of the things that I feel like guys who talk calmly, you know, I'm pretty sure Hayden understands this as well because he's into a lot of things or like streams and YouTube, right? But I'm pretty sure you observe guys who promote how to be an alpha. This is what you do to be an alpha. And then one girl would tell them, you're a 2, ranking 1 to 10. And they would lose their shit. It's like, what kind of alpha is that? Right? So be careful, guys. Be careful of who you influence yourselves with.
That's right. Don't always have tickets on yourself. Just be a little bit more humble in life. That goes a lot further. It goes a lot further.
Actually, there's actually one thing that I've realized when I'm talking about, because it's been a long time since I'm into the dating pool, right? So sometimes in my live stream, we'll talk about dating, and then I would, kind of like talk about it in my close friends, family, especially people that I care about, and ask them their opinion. and they would, and then I realized something. I actually like, I would say I'm very picky. Like, I like a good looking man.
Well, you've got to be attracted to whoever you like. That's important.
But no, yes, all of us. But at the same time, sometimes I feel okay. I think I lost my thought. I'm too much so fast in my thought process. But I feel like between these people who pretend to be alphas and they're really nice and all of the riches, I'm actually, there's one attractiveness that I feel attractive to a guy, even if they are nerdy, even if they're too, in looks
Mm.
quality, but I feel like I could be attracted. Well, not really. Maybe in character wise. Like, I would find this person respectable. Like, I would treat you like a real man, not in a, like romantic way, but when they're
That's
two, but their character is 9 or 8 because they are just really humble. They talk nice. They deal about their life, their family in ways that a lot of other men can't deal with. So those are more attractive to me than just a six pack and then they're full of, you know. So guys out there who are twos, please learn your character, build your character because they'll get you girls. I'm pretty sure there are girls like me out there that are single. So build character. That's what I could just say. Make
Ex-
women laugh. That's number one. If you're funny, we'll like you. We'll definitely like. Anything. I don't know where's Reddy. I think he has technical problems, but Uy Mahal is in the house. Madam Uy Mahal, mega love shout out. And how about you, Mike? Anything that you find things in the past that you actually did make like hard effort to break? Is there anything of that you're proud of? You're in the hot seat. Is that how it feels
Oh,
like? This is just
I don't, I
chilling.
don't, yeah, I don't know. Probably not. I don't know. I
Ooh.
don't know. I don't think there was ever anything really bad. Well, apart from smoking, that's about it.
Oh,
No,
yes.
but that was hard to sort of give those up. That was hard to give those up. But you know, I don't know if there's anything really too bad. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, like, something that you realized for yourself. Like, I'm pretty sure, Hayden, I hope, as you grow, you get to have that moment at least every year of realization, like self realization of the things you've done and how you can do it better next time. I hope everyone can do that because it's really fun sometimes, but it could be really, really mind boggling. So, any one of you in the live stream done that? If you don't, I'll show you next time how to do it. I'm gonna make you guys realize the things you've done wrong. Yeah, and let's do this
Gosh,
together.
I'll be looking forward to that one. I'll be looking forward to that one.
Right. No, it's nice. It's nice to humble yourself from time to time. It makes,
Yeah,
I feel
absolutely.
like that what makes me feel content and kind of like accepting of the things that I've done wrong
Mm,
and how can I improve it next time and make sure not to do it again. I have tons of that, guys. Don't worry. You're not alone. But Hayden, how about you? Is there anything you want to promote? Guys, there's new edit. I am. Please do watch it. If you have kids, please do. And share Hayden. Hayden, I'll put it in the description box down below after this live stream. And of course, to Everyday and to Mike in this corner. Yes, this guy, I am. Please do check him out as well. There's a lot of things also live streaming as well. Do you have fixed live streams?
No,
Mike?
not fixed. Just random. Whenever the
I'll make
mood
sure.
suits. I haven't done one in a couple of weeks. I haven't
I
done it.
know.
I know
It's
it's
like
been a
I feel like
while.
it's every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Because sometimes I would be editing and you will pop up, and I was like, let's see what they're
Ah,
saying. So,
yeah. Well, I usually keep Thursday 8:30 Melbourne time for the premieres, but I haven't got one. I haven't got one for this coming week,
I'm
so
pretty
I
sure
might.
I'm gonna
So
have a
maybe.
lot more
Yeah, I think so.
next
I
time.
think so. I think so. I've just got to decide whether I'm still going to do all of it on the phone or whether I should get a GoPro and do it. I'm not sure.
Oh, bring everything because you never know.
I know. I do. I
But
do want to
make
get a.
sure to keep it everything wrapped up, you know,
Oh
lock
yeah,
and all,
definitely.
because you never know. Just saying, not saying anything bad, just saying,
Yeah.
Aw, Felipe G. And of course, Daniel Carhunen is the lucky guy. Thank you, Felipe G, for gifting
Wow.
memberships. And guys, you can gift other people memberships on the live chat if you want them to be a member and, be part of the perks, which is if you're a member, I did update a Discord link and you can go there for, perks and stuff like that for additional. Hopefully I can do it more. I'll try my hardest. So anything you want to plug, guys? Ayan, let's see if Reddy can do it. Please welcome back Reddy. Hello?
Hello.
Ah, there
Okay, there
you
we go.
go. How you doing, Reddy? You have a new cell phone? New house? What's going on with you? Still internet bad in Korea?
Wait, what part of Korea are you in? Because I hope you're not in North.
he's in South. It's fine.
Good,
Nah.
because North Korea is hell.
Yeah. You don't want to be in there.
Oh,
Say
yeah.
something. Daddy? Hello?
Hello.
Okay, I can hear you.
Yeah,
Oh
you
wait.
must be loading.
Oh wait. I
Oh,
thought he was
it's
talking for a
slow.
second, but it was Mike.
Yeah, yeah. So, Hayden, anything you want to promote, Hayden?
Yeah. Let
Except
me.
for the new edit version, is there anything that you are like a project, so like a big project that you're trying to think of?
No, but I'll plug my Instagram.
Yes, yes. Hold on, I'll in it. You can check out Hayden. Hayden, that's the name. And of course, where's my admin? Admin? Ayan. But yes, everyday part of life. Ayan. Anything you want to promote, tell us, share to everyone in my
Well,
community.
where do I start? No, I haven't really got too much to promote, but I do have an Etsy store that sells some of the photos I take when I go around. Um, and then there's a little bit of digital artwork. So it's all digital download if you go to the Etsy store, all reasonable price. And if you message me on Etsy and if you want anything there, just say that you came from Icy, and I'll make up like a 50% discount code
Ooh,
and send there. Sound all right? So check that out. It's always uh, in the description of all my vlogs, the Etsy store. So check that out. That should be all right.
Yo, Mike, I
yes,
just
Ayan.
subbed
And
you.
of course, guys, I'm going to also like link that Etsy shop and all of the things that everyday part of life is going on in his life. So please do check out the description links down below. I'll put it there after this live stream. And always, guys, I know Reddy. I don't know what's going on, but Reddy, we're going to do this again next Saturday. I always feel like I'm just gonna continue doing and having this live call in. And so make sure to subscribe Turn on all notifications, everything of that sort, so you won't miss anything of any of our upcoming uploads of every people like these guys in here. And of course, cat.
I
Same
see a
as you,
cat.
Hayden. Look, Hayden, look.
That's similar to my cat, but the
Is it?
pattern is different.
No.
Basically,
Oh,
the cat
Gina.
was my cat was originally named
she's
Toupee
gone.
because the hair, the head looked like a toupee, it was just like a
Like a toupee, yeah.
like a straight. It was like a straight black, and she still has it, but she also has like I guess 1 or 2 black spots on her back. But yeah, pretty much it. But she's mostly all white.
Ooh, I
But
love it. I
have a
love
new
that you're too passionate, Hayden.
But listen,
I really love
I have
it.
a new cat member. I don't think I told you this, but I have a new cat named Ginty. I named it after the tank engine from Thomas.
Oh, there you
So
go.
is it 2 now? Do you have 2 cats now?
Yeah, 2 cats.
Oh. Cool. So what's going on already? Are you okay with it?
We named the cat after the month we got her, June. So we called her
Her
June.
name is June. Ooh.
Juna. Juna.
June.
I got a
Yeah.
Shima in October, and I got Ginty. Well, listen.
Yes?
I got. Well, I got
Well
a
done,
Shima.
Hayden.
Oh, sorry.
Let's see. Okay, he's ready. Are you okay?
Yes.
Can you say something?
Okay. Everyone in the panel.
How you going?
Okay. I think I'm hearing something.
I think it's his internet.
Yeah.
Probably the
Bro.
internet. There it is.
Bad, man.
Yeah. It's so sad. It's been a while. We must have been a lot of
Wow.
updates. But actually, Radi is one of those people that if you see him on chat, you would totally misunderstand. Like he's like attacking
okay,
you all
yeah.
the time. But then you see him on screen, he's this very well spoken, very sympathizing. Like he's just trying to understand things. So sometimes I do give those chances, you know. Don't judge too much sometimes.
That's
You know,
it. That's
you
it.
don't know.
You know,
Yes.
and
Sometimes-
especially. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Mike.
I was going to say, especially, you know, for people of like different languages, it's not like English. You can put every word into its proper place. When it's, you know, people like it might be a second language or something. You got to give a little bit of leeway because it might not, how they say it, comes out quite correctly.
Yeah.
So sometimes you got a little bit of give a little bit of leeway.
Yes. And very much so, Hayden, you should really start practicing your Japanese because Japanese language is the most hardest language I've ever learned in my life. Yes. So that's one of those things.
Also, I think I know why I've been like really. I'm easily distracted. Because my parents think, but I also think that I have a disorder called ADHD, and it's like very common in kids. I think it's associated with autism, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. No, I think it's just, you know, like there are certain, like, you go to a doctor, they'll tell you what's wrong. And if you are in that, you're going to have special, you know, I would say privileges and at this point, but it's also nice. I think I'm just trying to come up with good informative story because I do want to talk about autism at some point because one of my best friend do kind of like have that everyday life of living with autism. So I really do want to give justice on telling that story, but that takes a lot of research, a lot of quotes and references, and I don't want to be the type of person of I'm just going to share something out of tango.com or something like that. I don't. I'm going to use
Also,
real
yeah.
references on these things.
Also,
ahead.
I think Icy knows, but I don't think Mike and mostly everyone here knows, but I think Icy knows. But the average male has 46 XY chromosomes, but me, I have 47. That's called Klinefelter
Yeah.
syndrome.
Yes, and I've been trying to figure out that because it's the first time I've heard of that. So I'm slacking on my research on that. So if any one of you know anything of this sort, please reach out to me so you can actually, give me your qualifications and stuff like that. Because I don't want this to be some sort of like, I feel like there's a time and place for that conversation. But when it comes to sharing awareness in information, I really want to be on top of those things so I can share it and make justice on it. So let's see what's going on. We're really doing overtime here, Radhi. What's going on with you? So, hello?
Hi, IC, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes, finally.
I'm sorry, I had to use my phone, and my phone doesn't have the best quality, but I hope we can have a fruitful discussion.
Sorry, don't
Yes.
worry.
No, but yes, Japanese is simple in theory. In practice, once you're past childhood. Yeah, that's a lot too. So, Radi, I know we're actually like 4 minutes, and we kind of like, sorry to say, guys, but I have to end the live stream because it's kind of late. Yes. So, any updates? Let's just give us a glimpse to watch out for next Saturday if you're going to be here, though. What's going on with you?
Nothing. Right now it's
That's a good
12:50.
answer. Okay, go ahead, Reddy.
Yeah, nothing. Right now it's 12:50. I'm struggling to sleep, and so I logged on to YouTube and saw you live, and I'm kind of liking your topic. Yeah,
Oh,
that's kind of about it.
yes. Oh, it's so sad you didn't get to come up here as soon as you can, but it's actually Mike
Yeah.
and Hayden who I wanted to thank for this topic because without you guys, I couldn't have this kind of discussion. So I really appreciate the people who have this kind of character who likes to have a discussion, not who is being right and who is being wrong. We're all wrong, guys. That's, just, that's the real fact of the truth. We're all wrong. Nobody knows. So live life as much as you can. But what's going on with you, Reddy, before we end this live stream? Why is it like it's a new place? It's like I knew you. What's going on? Is there I knew someone that making everything so busy? Any updates on your
Um,
love life?
no, it's still the same place. I've just it's still the same place. I've just positioned my camera differently. Uh, Nothing has changed. Um, yeah, in terms of love life, I think Asian Korean women are very attractive. But the thing is, the issue that I have is the language barrier. It's the language barrier, and um, one thing that I've noticed, and I'm not saying that it's wrong or anything, is that most people aren't really comfortable dating foreigners, especially foreigners from Africa. So yeah, so I've let I haven't really pursued any romantic relationships yet, but nothing has changed. Um, I've been hitting the gym more often. My
Good
times on the
for
treadmill
you.
are improving. I've been losing a lot of weight, and yeah, I've been keeping up with your channel. I believe that you've been giving us good content. I believe that your show is
Aw.
getting better. I love watching your show, and I also love the discussions that you have currently, especially with the guest members. Very interesting topic.
Yes. It's all for them. Like, like this too is the star of this. And of course, a lot in the live stream for staying tuned with us and giving us their perspective as well, even if they're not on screen. You guys, your comment will be also heard. I'll be uploading this. I've been into edit mode for a lot because I want everyone's voice in this channel, especially the ones that really could get something out there, like make some of a change. But yes, that's pretty much what we're doing, every one of us. So I hope, have a nice night because I've been going to talk to you again next Saturday. And feel free to come up ready anytime. Mike,
Yes.
anytime. Hayden.
Thank you very much.
But Hayden, next time, if it's sexually fit time, don't come up, Hayden.
I've seen worse. I have seen worse.
I know, I know, but I just want to preserve your childhood, at least in my eyes as a mother. And you are somewhat, I feel like, because you've been here at least from the very first time I've been live streaming. So I do keep an eye out on you. I do want you to be a, real nice man when you kind of grow up. So yes, we're rooting for you, kiddo. Do that. And Amy, well, last words, guys. Before we end this live stream, I'm gonna put you each one by one. So, who wants to go first? If someone wants to go
Me.
first, me, Hayden. Here you go, guys. Please do check him out. Ayan, it's in the pin. It's pinned in the live stream. Here you go, Hayden. The floor is yours.
Yo, so I just want to say that thank you guys for enjoying the stream, and it was an honor being here. That's mostly I have to say.
How about your channel? Promote your channel, Hayden.
Oh yeah, just I think. Oh, shit, I'm sorry, I'm having stuttering problems. Yeah, I put my channel link in the chat already. But yeah, just subscribe if you want to.
Yes. Thank you, Hayden, for that. Always thank you. It's been always a pleasure. And of course, you, Mike.
Me.
Again,
What can I
advices.
say? Advice. I've given out a little bit of advice. I don't know whether I'm the best to give out advice, but I try and keep level-headed about what I say, and try and do give advice on maybe a little bit of life experience. But I also want to thank you, Icy. I always watch you, and I think you're definitely one of the best that I've seen to do lives, and you certainly guided us well out there tonight. But yeah, if you want to check out a little bit of Melbourne, get over to my channel, Everyday Part of Life. Have a little bit of a look. The journey still continues, and of course, I'll probably be, no doubt, traveling around the world, not too far away. So I might even do a few more vlogs there. But be kind to each other. Have a good conversation, especially if you're having it with someone else. Keep it, 50-50. Keep your your options open to think either way. But yeah, just enjoy life. Take every moment, and as I always do for myself, if I'm doing something, I'll just stop and just take in, because moments in our life pass too quick, and we do take a lot for granted. So enjoy life. It's precious, and so are your friends. So thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Aw, that's so nice.
Thanks,
How much
admin.
pride. I like that. I'll put something on it. But it's pretty true. I'm not joking. Like, I really love that. Very much well said. And of course, to you, Ready. You're late, Ayan, but we missed you.
IC, as always, thank you so much for having us on this platform. I always feel like every time I log onto your channel, I feel like it's a safe space for us to discuss whatever. I don't really face that much judgment whenever I'm on your channel, and I'm grateful for that. Keep giving us good content. Keep being who you are. I wish you continue to grow. I wish you continue to flourish, and I'll try to be early next time. Okay.
Okay, and set it up. Guys, Reddy, I believe, is not a YouTuber, but maybe one day. But he's just really into like life experience and stuff like that. And it's not my birthday, guys. Why do I feel it's my birthday? But
Happy
thank you, guys. It's
to
done.
you.
But this is kind of my high, like knowing that everyone would feel exactly what I want you to guys feel. That's pretty much it. But at the same time, let's always check each other out, like kind of like make each and everyone humble at some point, because people are just sometimes can be so delusional when you give them too much attention. So guys, if I am getting out of line, Ayan, please do give me good, but it depends on who is gonna say that, because sometimes if you are not a good influence to me, no matter if you're saying the truth, I probably won't hear you out. So that's just me, guys, but I'll try. I do have my very well trusted people that are very level headed to keep me in line for every one of you guys. So thank you for the three of you and for the people who stay tuned in this live stream. So right now, ayan, one of us, do you still remember my last thing that I do every day, every live stream? Do you know that?
You sing a song?
Dahil sa channel na ito, the bicep thing. Ready? Come on. Show us your muscle. Kayo. Ang. Like this. BIDA. That's what I do. So, if you don't remember. Ayan. So, I know, Hayden, ayan, you pretty much know this, but we want to see the transformation. Do this ready for me. Here you go.
Okay,
Three,
let's see.
2, 1, go.
Oh,
You see it?
Oh.
dude, I can
I'm not even
literally
go-
see that
I'm
muscle.
not even going to go there.
Hater, we're gonna wait for you. And we're gonna wait for you to hit the gym.
I
And Mike, thank you, everyone. Sayonara. Bye bye.
bye.
Ciao, guys.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Bye bye.
Ayan. So, guys, that's pretty much it. And thank you, guys. Thank you for being such wonderful, wonderful people in the live stream. And I do appreciate every one of you. Why are you laughing, Felipe G? Ayan. And of course, last time, before I forgot, this is probably a thing. I don't know where this from, but this, thank you. Ayan, thank you for this. So, guys, thank you so much. Till next time, I love you all. Thank you for the appreciation. And good night, everyone. And for the people that I didn't mega love shout out, if I missed you, I'm sorry. I'll make sure to do that in my upload. So please do watch them if you can. Ciao, ciao. Otsukare sama deshita. And see you next time. Kayo ang bida. Mwah. Ciao, ciao.
Let's go.